Hey everyone, my name is Rich Moscoso. I'm the Senior Manager for the FAE team here at AVer. And today I want to discuss the MT300N and profiles. So let's take a quick look at what's happening with the MT300N. So if you go to averusa.com, you'll see some tiles kind of floating around. Just go ahead and click on Pro AV and click directly on support. Head on over to accessories, MT300N, and you'll find quite a bit of information here regarding the MT300N. User manual, quick start guide, firmware, that sort of thing. So if you click on user manual, zoom in a little bit, maybe do a find on TCP. This will help with some of the commands using TCP commands, like recovering or selecting a different profile. So specifically today, I'm going to spend some time on the MT300N and profiles. So how do we recall them and what are profiles used for? They're actually quite useful. So imagine if you have a multi-purpose room, right? And you have, say, the tables and chairs arranged one way for a couple weeks or a couple months, but then 2 months down the road, you want to rearrange tables and chairs for an event. Our cameras, if they're going to different presets, aren't going to make sense anymore, right? With the audio switching and with the MT300N and then moving the camera to different presets based on the active audio channel. So one thing we can do is actually take a snapshot using a profile. So I'm going to go ahead and go right into the MT300N, right? So you just put it on the network, type in that IP address of that MT300N, login credentials, go into the skier icon and the profile. So the profiles, right, are located here. We support up to 36 different profiles, and they're numbered 1 through number 36. So that's important when we are going to use the command to recall them, right? So the first step really is to save your different profiles. You could literally just have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, or you could have, you know, more than 10 or a dozen. So it's all depending on how that space is being used. And keep in mind, these profiles will save exactly how you have this defined, right? So if you happen to leave this in side-by-side mode, it is automatically saved to this 2-camera single profile, which is number 3, right? This is number 3, number 4, number 5. Keep in mind, even though I have this labeled as 3 cameras in NDI mode, it will not automatically put the cameras in NDI mode, right? That's a different function. That's actually part of the camera. So if you're working in an NDI workflow, bear in mind you would have to change the cameras, the video and audio setting to be in NDI mode. So just a little FYI there. But if you're pretty much saying, no, all my cameras are connected via RTSP, or they're all connected via NDI, then you don't really have to define. It's just that I do a lot of different setups here with USB connections, and this kind of helps me kind of know what I'm using as far as video from the camera. But anyways, it's numbered 1 through 36. That's important. I'm also going to bring up packet sender. So this is how I'm going to send the command to simulate, say, a third-party controller, right? So let me bring this over here, and then over here I want to go packet sender. So so in this example, right, we're already, what is this, number 3, right? So I want to recall a profile, right? Number 1, let's call it. Notice this is the command string for that, the ASCII command string. It's TCP port 1315, right? And then this is the command string. And then bear in mind where it says AVer admin1, that's the username and password. It might be a little confusing in the sense that it mentions set. It almost sounds like you're saving it, but it really isn't. The set command is really a recall function in this case. So this is number 1. right? So I'm going to go ahead and send that. And what you'll see on the left-hand side is on the MT300N, you now have this 2-camera active speaker profile that was just loaded up, right? So that's on the number 1 spot. I know this doesn't make a lot of sense because I have 2 cameras, but again, I do a lot of different testing and saving of different camera information. So let's see what else. I know I have something here in the 20s. So this is number 25, right? So number 25, again, if I were to say, change this to number 25 and send that, it's going to recall, right, that profile number 25, which it just did. But really, once you create all your different groups and your different profiles, really this set command is really useful just to be able to recall those different profiles, right, remotely from a third-party controller. So hopefully you find this useful, kind of give you a better understanding of how those profiles are used and how they're recalled. As always, thanks and good luck.